everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mia and today I am here with a long-awaited Q&A. So I have literally been wanting to do a Q&A for ages and I forgot to ask questions, then I have no questions, but here we are. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and if you do, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you miss none of my future videos. Remember, I post every Wednesday and Sunday 8:30 PM, so be sure to tune in for that. And without further ado, let's get on into the questions. So this is going to be, I've got a few Q&As lined up, but this is going to be about my YouTube journey. So for those of you who don't know, I've actually been on YouTube for a full year now. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, so I just thought I'd answer some questions. The lighting is really messing me up. Like, I don't really know what to do. In fact, I'm going to just have to turn you this way a little bit. So apologies about the lighting, but you know, I use natural daylight and it's really messing me up, but it's fine. We'll move on. So, again, I've been on YouTube for a full year now and you guys have wanted to ask me some questions, so that's what I'm here to do today. So the first question is, how did I start YouTube? Well, it's sort of two questions in one, because then someone else has also asked me what made me want to start. So I have wanted to start YouTube. I'd wanted to start it like years before, but obviously I just never had the confidence. Really did not have the confidence at all, and I just didn't have the motivation to do it, I suppose. And you know, obviously I was in Spain and then, you know, dancing and everything. It just really wasn't the right time, unfortunately. But not unfortunate, because I believe everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason why I started at this time, there's a reason why I'm doing it now. So what made me start it was, obviously, I love makeup. So, you know, hence the channel, Makeup by Mazzitelli. And then once I really started getting into makeup specifically, like as a profession, I thought, do you know what? Just do it. It'll help you improve. You are sharing your knowledge. Like, there's no really negative points to it. So I thought, do you know what, mate? You've just got to get over your little stage fright and you've just got to do it. And, you know, I'm so glad I did, because it has helped me in all aspects of life. Like, I am a lot more confident. I don't really care anymore. Like, I used to be like, you know, the shy person that wouldn't really speak up, but on here, obviously, I'm the only person in the room, so I have to speak up. But it's made me a lot more confident. I know how to work a camera, I know how to edit. Like, I've just learned a lot more skills from it. So, of course, there's that. But I don't know, I just think it's like a good little hobby, and yeah, it's just fun, really. So that's what made me start it. And then I started it like literally in October last year. I just sat down, I was like, I'm gonna make my first video. I sat at the bottom of my bed, see these lights here, I have one there and I have one here, and I lay them on the side and I use them as lights because I didn't know how else to film, honestly. It was just ridiculous, to be honest, but I did it. And here we are now, a year later. The camera setup is much better when the light isn't playing with us. You know, I'm a lot more confident. I know what I'm doing a lot more. And yeah, I am very happy about it. So that's how I started the journey, really. Let me have a look what the next question was. So someone put, what do you think is the most difficult part of YouTube? Whew, this is actually a difficult question. Let me think. I'd say probably like the actual content, which obviously sounds stupid because that's all there is to YouTube, but that is literally the hardest part. Thinking of content week on week, like week after week, you know, it's so difficult, so difficult. Literally, sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I literally don't know what to do. And I've only been on here for a year, so I can only imagine people that have been on here for like 8 years. Like, I don't know how they do it, but literally I applaud you, because it is not easy at all. Honestly, you think, oh, there's so many things I can do. There is, but then you do them and then you're like, what now? Also, if you can hear any background noise, I do apologise. But we're getting the extension done and there's things being done. and I have to film. I can't be waiting for them anymore. I really can't be bothered, so we're just going to get on with it. But yeah, excuse any background noise. But the content side of thinking of content is just so difficult, because you don't want to copy anyone specifically, but at the same time you have to take ideas, and then, oh god, it is so difficult. And then you want to split things up. You can't do Q&A after Q&A. Like, it is really, really difficult. It really is. So I'd say definitely thinking of content and providing good entertaining content is the hardest part. So that's why I always say to you guys, if you have any video ideas, please let me know, because the girl's struggling. So let me know any ideas down below, or message me on Instagram, literally anything. All my social media is linked down below anyway. But yeah, be sure to leave a nice comment or a good video idea for me to do, and I will definitely take it on board, because like I say, I try and create a list, but it's hard. I'm running out of ideas, guys, so you know, get them back together. You know, Christmas time's coming, so I have a good few ideas for that. But yeah, help a girl out. So hopefully that's answered your question. Content is definitely the hardest part. It's also the most like obvious part, but that is definitely the hardest part. Someone has also asked me about editing and stuff, so I've had a few questions on editing. So someone said, is editing difficult? I wouldn't say it's difficult, I'd say it's tiring. It's tiring and it can get a bit complicated, but I think once you get used to it, it's actually pretty easy. I don't want to say that boastfully, but yeah, it's pretty easy. Like, actually, technicality wise, I don't find it too difficult, especially with the form, well, what I do it on anyway. I edit on iMovie, just to let you know. And I've just, like I say, after a year you get used to it. It's super easy. But I suppose on different formats and stuff like that, you know, if you've got a computer, obviously it helps a million times more. So yeah, I've got used to it. It was a bit difficult to learn at first, but I've sort of memorised like codes and so, you know, I've got used to it. And someone's also said, how did I learn to edit? Because obviously it's not really the usual thing. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for YouTube, I'd have had no idea, because it is confusing at the beginning. I was like, I do not know what I'm doing. I'd sit there in front of my computer and I'd be like, I actually don't know where to start. I must have spent hours on end just researching online, watching videos on YouTube, like hours and hours on end, just making sure that I got it right. And it took me a few tries, I'm not gonna lie. You know, there was some videos I'd have to edit a couple of times, see which one was the best. So it's really not easy. It isn't at first, but like I say, you do get used to it. But that's how I learned. I just watched loads and loads of tutorials, made sure that, you know, I was like getting it all into my brain, because that is the most important part. You don't want to have to watch the videos every time you're editing a video, obviously. So yeah, it wasn't the easiest, but there's loads of tutorials online. I think Prime Video, is that what it's called, or is that? I might get this completely wrong, but I think Prime Video was a channel that I used to watch a lot. So yeah, definitely take some tips off him. But yeah, if anyone's thinking of starting a YouTube channel, I'd definitely recommend searching on how to edit first, because that's like the most important part. Next question is, do you want this as your full-time job? So YouTube. Obviously it isn't my full-time job at the minute as such. I do makeup, obviously. I'm also working, and then I do this on the side. So at the moment this isn't my full-time job. Would I like it to be? I would absolutely love YouTube to be my full-time job. Like, who wouldn't? Like, it's just filming videos, editing videos, you know, doing fun things. Like, I'd love that. So, you know, maybe in the future it will be my full-time job. So yeah, I would love this to be my full-time job. Obviously I would still probably do makeup anyway. So yeah, I couldn't really imagine anything better suited to me, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I would definitely love this as my full-time job. And the last question I've got is, would you recommend starting YouTube? So I would, if you sort of fit the criteria, which sounds a little bit silly in a way, but you have to have enough time on your hands to be filming and editing in, because if you're not giving like consistent content, people get bored. So you do need a bit of a schedule almost. So if you think you have the time on hands to do that, then definitely. Like I say, it's helped me build, you know, confidence. It's really just helped me in everything. I used to be a bit shy about it at first, but now I'm like, I don't really care. So it's definitely boosted my confidence. It's helped with my like makeup side of things. So as long as you think that you've got the time of time on your hands, then I'd say definitely why not? Give it a go. You know, you don't. It's not like a contract. You don't have to stay doing it forever. Do it. Film a video. Even if you just film a video, that's one step forward. So yeah. But that is my answers for all these questions today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you'd like me to do like a part 2 of this, let me know down below. And let me know any other questions you have, because I do think this is quite an interesting topic, because obviously I know a lot of people do want to start YouTube but they're a bit shy. So if you'd like me to do anything on that, then definitely let me know. I can give you some tips, advice, things I did wrong that I could have done better. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, or like I say, message me on my Instagram. It is completely up to you, but yeah, please let me know. And like I say, I've got a few more Q&As coming soon, so hopefully you enjoy that. If you have enjoyed this video today, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you miss none of my future videos. Remember, I post every Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 p.m, so be sure to tune in for that. And I'm just going to say one big last thank you for watching, and I shall see you all in my next video. Bye guys!